There's always that one big dream that someone has. If not a dream, we always have a goal in life. Like, hey, we can go big or go home, right? What's the point if like we just walk away from our dreams, we give up? Because everyone usually normalizes going down that big route of success. And that is not a wrong thing. It is not wrong to want to go above and beyond. But what people don't realize is that we are humans and we have our limits, and it's not just about grinding hard. It's not just about working hard, but people are gonna always like push on this idea like, oh, we have a dream, so why not carry on with that path? And you know, I myself have struggled with being an idealist instead of a realist, right? So when I gravitate more to the idealist mindset, what happens is I'm going to take on more than I think that I can, or I believe that I'm going to always contribute to the dream that I have, like becoming this famous person, or maybe I'm going to finally be that one person who's an artist working for this big company. And I know that I could probably go down that path, but knowing where my mental health is, knowing that I'm just a regular human being, right? Do I have to feel like I'm that special? And one example I really think is good for this video, like I want to, if you guys play Dispatch, right? There's the main character, you have Robert, and he's represented as this average Joe kind of guy. And at the beginning, he controls the mecha suit. It's some sort of lineage or something that is inherited from past generations of his family. And he plays the role in which he's the anomaly in this case, right? And he eventually steps down from that position because he just doesn't think it's for him. It's played a toll on his mental, physical health, and then he made a whole broadcast about it, about him wanting to let go of that role because, being a hero is not easy, right? In this world, like controlling that mecha suit, being someone who's expected to take on this hero role, it's like, why do I have to be the one who's chosen? Why do I have to be that special one? Why can't I just be like regular people? That's his mindset, is where he's coming from. And so when he steps down, a lot of people are disappointed, right? And he spends this whole path like just not caring about what people say about him. And eventually he also gets a role with a bigger hero association group. But even so, he's still that average guy. He doesn't really go beyond the mile. He doesn't seem to be that one guy who, oh, I'm this big guy hero, so I'm that one person who likes to save people. I'm always going to go down that route. But no, he even describes himself as he enters this hero association, which is called the Z team, right? He's the one who's ordering them around to like carry on with missions. And it seems like he's just a normal accountant guy, right, in the office, ordering these people around. And even he has to face all these crazy people with powers, which he isn't born with. So like, that's really interesting from the story, that's really interesting, in Dispatch, like getting to see a character that most people are always going to be that one hero person, but this time he doesn't really associate himself with being special. He just wants to get through the day. He wants to live life. And I always think of it that way. Like, I reflect this towards what I value too. Like, I don't want to always be that person who is strongly significant to people. Like, there's some value in being insignificant, because you're just a human being on this day. There's so many people in this world we just don't know. And it feels good to feel like you don't have to follow people's orders. You don't have to be expected by so many people in the world to do this one role, because everyone sees it as something that is special. So that's a reminder, you guys, you always don't have to look forward to a big role that everyone probably favors. What do you favor for yourself? What do you value for yourself? Because everyone is going to have their own opinions for themselves, and they all have their own limits. You have your own limits, right? I have my own limits, right? And I'd like to make a little disclaimer, this isn't that one video telling you guys that you can't accomplish things. It's not telling you that you guys shouldn't follow your dreams, because obviously it's impossible. No, some things are possible and some things are realistic to follow, and you can just gradually build up to that. I mean, some things aren't just always going to work for other people, but this one thing works for another person. So you do you if you feel like it works for you. But what I'm saying is that if you push so hard and you know where your limits are and you cross those limits, and it's just it's inflicting something on you, like mentally or physically, then yeah, I suggest maybe just kind of let go of that thing, right? that big dream that you can always kind of contribute to it later. But if you're always giving your time all the time, thinking like you have to be more than average, feeling like your worth is accomplishing that one dream that you have in mind, then it's going to inflict you and you won't even realize it, and you're gonna feel even more down about yourself. And that's the whole thing. Self-concept, your self-esteem, this is also a part of it. It's your whole ego that's making that decision. It's really your ego is what determines and what defines what you're probably going to do next, what actions you take, because you're always going to find something that fulfills yourself instead, like what you value. And I just want you to be careful with how you think about your ego and how you want to fulfill it, because with whatever dream attaches to your ego, that will go back and forth with this ratio. There's a correlation between that. So yeah, just be mindful. What is realistic for you? What dream do you think is attainable to you, and how can you reach that dream, right? Don't make things unrealistic where you're just not following the specific tools that you need, right? To follow a dream is to have tools that you follow before you just think about mindlessly following it, right? I mean, sometimes you can chase after it in ways that are sporadic, right? You can chase things sporadically, but there's also structure to it. So if you like more content like this, you can feel free to subscribe or like the video. And yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you guys for watching.